What's up, y'all? Let me go ahead and reveal myself down here on the bottom left. There we are. What's going on? We back for some more Gran Turismo 7 here on this fine Wednesday afternoon. Except this time, we're going to be trying things a little bit differently. Normally, I go through each and every daily race, starting with A, ending on C. But like for the next month or so, including for the next month at least, including this stream, I want to try things a little bit differently. Cause like I've been wanting to like do the time trials lately, but I don't really find much time on my own time to do it. So I figured, why not? Let's do them on stream. I'm still gonna do Daily Race A, or not A, Daily Race C, of course, because that's the one that I like to do the most, because I like the longer races. So for this stream, we're gonna start with the time trials, and then I'm hoping that maybe I can possibly get these done, achieve the goal time for these within the first hour of the stream at least, so that way I can spend the next 3 hours doing Daily Race C. Because my idea for this is that I want to try to do more races on Daily Race C. Normally I just do 3, but I want to try to do at least a couple more, like maybe at least 5 at least. So yeah, that's the plan. So we're gonna start off. So we got the two on the left and the right that they end today, and the one in the middle, of course, we got 7 days. We got a whole week to do that one. So if we can't, so we'll save this one for last. And if we get these two done rather quickly, I mean, this one over here might take a little bit of time, but if we can get these two done rather quickly, if we're struggling with this one and it gets to the end of the first hour, then I can hold off on this one, and then I can try to do this one again next week, because we got a whole 7 days to do it. So, but anyway, we're gonna start off with this one in the Toyota GR Yaris at Colorado Springs Lake Reverse, and let's see, the goal time for this one is a 1:27.0. So I'll probably just go ahead and just aim for a 1:26 at least. Okay, we'll use it in red. Okay. Been a while since I've driven on dirt in this game, so we'll see how we do. And not to mention doing it in a road car, if anything. The last time I drove on dirt was in the Audi Quattro for Daily Race A, I think it was. All right, well, let's go ahead and let's get this started. Let's see how long it takes us to get this goal time. Okay, just gotta feel the car out. Okay. Oh, we've already freaking invalidated our time because we tapped the wall. Alright, let's try it again. Let's really try to commit and really powerhouse to this corner. Alright, now it's not. Tap the wall this time. Gotta really commit to some of these corners, I feel. We're definitely not going to get this on the first try, I know that for a fact. Especially because this is on dirt, and I'm probably going to hit the wall quite a few times on this before we even get a time set. But we'll try to get at least a base time set of some sort. Probably just stay in third through here, honestly. And I'm also not that familiar with this track, so not only am I learning the car, I'm also learning the track at the same time. Because I'm not that familiar with most of these rally tracks, considering the fact that I hardly ever run them. Because the only time I'm ever driving on dirt is if it comes up in a daily race. Alright, no, let's just try to feel the car around the lap. Like, it's so weird because I feel like third gear is a bit too long for some of these corners, but I think it should be just well enough. I know the lap's invalidated, but I just want to try to ride out the rest of the lap just to get an idea of how the track is. So I'm probably just not even going to touch second and just use third through most of these corners, even though maybe I could use second to some of them, but second just feels a bit too short, so I might just use third through most of these turns. Alright. That motherfucker, quit hitting. My fat fingers keep hitting the damn PS button on my freaking wheel. Okay, let's restart. Let's try to actually set a lap time without hitting the wall. Now that we've done a full lap around, just to see how the track is. That is a tight corner coming up. I think this is where I hit the wall last time. Oh, no, it wasn't. I think it was a different corner. No, oh no, this is where I hit the wall last time. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta remember to slow down a little bit more for that one. It's a jump. It's a turn like right after a jump, so I gotta remember to slow down a little bit before negotiating that corner, or at least before going off that jump. Nice and tight. Okay, too tight. Right now, we're just merely exploring the limitations of what I can and can't do. And so I'll try to maybe go a little bit wider, and oh my god, even just a little love tap. Jesus Christ. This one might take a little longer than I thought. Stay off though, stay away from the wall. There we go. Don't even use the brake. Just going in fourth, then downshift the third midway through. Don't even touch the brake. Son of a biscuit. All right, we're slowly figuring things out. Carry some speed, don't hit the inside wall, okay? Ah, too fast, dang it. Yeah, oh my god, stop hitting the damn PS button. I thought I could carry more speed through there, but evidently not. Is my traction control on? Oh, what the fuck? I could have swore I thought I turned that off. I hope that wasn't on the last couple attempts. Alright, so we can carry a little more speed, but not too much speed. Okay, that's better. Okay. Now it's a little weird on this corner because it's like a jump right after another jump and it upsets the car a bit. Okay. Slow down a little bit. Okay, now slow down for the jump. Okay, I didn't slow down enough. God damn it. Okay, so we need to slow down even more than what I did just there. Carry the speed, and then downshift. Keep the momentum. Alright, now slow down a lot. There we go. Alright. Alright, last couple corners, and then we'll finally complete a lap. We'll finally complete a valid lap. Okay, wow, we are way off the goal time. Jesus. Wow, we got a lot of time to find. Holy moly. What was that? We're like freaking 4 seconds off. And that was probably invalidated. Yep. Man, what in the world? We're a whole 4 seconds off. Good lord. It's got quite a tough one to start off on, I must admit. Perhaps maybe I won't spend too much time on this one if this is the way this one's gonna be. Man, I feel like maybe I should be using second through some of these turns, but second just feels too short through some of these corners. Maybe if the car bogs down like a lot in third, maybe I'll try using second. Ah, Jesus. Alright, you know what? I feel like this one is proving to be the hardest, at least for me, out of these three. So you know what? We're gonna come back to this one, and we're gonna try one of the other two. Worst case scenario, if I don't get the goal time, I mean, I'll get some money at least, because I've got at least bronze, so I'll get some money out of it. All right, let's try. Actually, you know what? Let's try this one. Let's see, I don't own one of these. Nope. I rent it. All right, so here we go. Honda NSX around freaking Interlagos. Couldn't think of the name of the track for a second there. All right, let's give this a go. All right, fill the car out, run the track. Oh, okay. Actually, what was the goal time? I didn't even look. Let's see, goal time is 1:49.7. All right, so we gotta go 1:49.7 or faster, or at least a 1:49.6, or just a faster 49.7 at the very minimum. Alright, now let's see. Where do I brake? It's definitely not going to be the 50 board like in a GT car. Oh. No, I missed Joe's what board I was on. So I'll try braking around like between the 150 and the 100 board. Because it seems like this thing doesn't sound stock. This thing seems like it's modified a little bit. Yeah, I don't think this is a stock NSX here. Okay, I think that was perfect. Oh god, it's just a matter of getting that right. Jeez, a little too much speed. It's alright, we learning. Okay, no, that bogs down too much. Alright, let's just take it nice and easy, and let's try to get at least a lap time set of some sort. I'm letting up the throttle a little too aggressively. That's not really ideal in these cars. Alright, now let's figure out where I brake for this corner. Okay, again, that was just about perfect. Perhaps maybe I can stay in third. Alright. Let's see what we get coming to the line. Alright, so we're about a little over a second off. So we're about 1.2 seconds off. Just under. Alright, we're gonna try third for this corner this time. I braked too late. Shit. It's alright, we'll get it on the next lap. Or we'll try to figure it out on the next lap. You know what? Let me just go ahead and restart the lap now, so that way I have the reference of the ghost from the previous lap. Yeah, this one is definitely way more doable than the one on the dirt. And funnily enough, I've done a time trial on this track before. I bet it was with a Jaguar, like it was with like an older Jaguar. I don't remember what it was called exactly, but it was an older Jaguar that I ran a lap around the track with for a time trial a while ago. Okay, that's not, you know what? No, that's not ideal. We were much more ahead last time. Let's try again. So it seems like breaking on the 100 board works, so we're going to break on the 100 board. Okay, maybe not. I thought I braked on that one lap and it worked, but maybe not. Damn it. Touch the grass again. Oh my god. But for folks' sake. No touchy the grassy this time. Okay. Yeah, shifting up to third before that corner really helps keep the car stable. Alright, now let's not brake too late this time. Yeah, you can definitely carry a little bit more speed with third through there. Alright, we're pretty far ahead of the Ghost. Let's see if it's enough. We should definitely be ahead by more than a second, but 47, 49. There we go. That'll do it. 49.3. Alright. That's good enough for gold. Let's go. See? That one didn't take nearly as long. Alright. Good deal. Now let's just hope nobody beats that or achieves an even faster world record time and makes that time go down in the next 8 hours or so. But as of right now, we are sitting on the gold time. Okay, so now we'll head over to the other one at Watkins Glen, and depending on how long it takes us to beat this one, we'll come back to this one and we'll keep trying that until the first hour is up, and then we'll do daily race C for the rest of the stream. Okay, so yeah, I've attempted this already, but I haven't. Despite me not having a lap time set, I did actually attempt this once already, but I couldn't get a lap set because I was struggling to figure out the car. But for this, actually, no, I think I did set a lap actually. I did set a lap, but it was an invalid lap, and it was a 133, and we gotta get a 130.8. Or at least a 130.7, at least, to achieve the time. So, gonna have to relearn the car a little bit, because this one is a bit of a weird one, but we'll figure it out. So, let's give it a go. Alright. I think I braked here. And a first. Ooh, this is a very weird car. Yeah, despite the way this thing looks, it does have a lot of downforce, but it's not very stable on slow corners. Like, it gets very, very loose going into the bus stop, especially. There we go, should have the second coming out for a bit better exit speed. Nice and easy, nice and easy. This thing's not like this at all. It's validated, but that's alright. Let's just finish the lap anyway and see what we get. This is the full track, so we now enter the boot section, as it is known as. Oh my gosh. That's alright, the lap's invalidated, but they fixed it to where if you cross the line with the invalidated lap, it won't invalidate the next lap, because that was an issue that this game had before. The only reason I didn't do that on the rally track is because the track is so long and I didn't want to waste so much time just going around just to get an invalidated lap time. It's alright, we'll be able to get our speed up for the start finish line, so it's alright. We'll just keep it going here. Okay, that's about what I got on my lap that I failed on last time, so if we can just have a decently clean lap, we might be able to get this sooner than expected. Alright, don't let off, keep the speed up, turn in, don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall, god damn it. Okay, I think you do need to lift just a little bit. I don't think this thing has enough downforce to get through there full throttle like that. Alright, come on. Alright, come on. Let's get it done. Alright, slight lift this time. There we go. Now it's just not cut the bus stop this time. Oh, what? Oh, come on. Man, it's so hard to carry speed because it just gets so loose over those curbs. Not too tight. Okay, we made it to the bus stop cleanly. Now let's just get through the rest of the lap in a decently fast manner. Slow down, nice, there we go. Get her stopped. There we go. Could have got a little bit close to the apex, but it's alright. Nah, this ain't gonna be it. No, too wide. Okay, 132.0, so we gotta find at least 1.7 seconds. Actually, no, more than that. No, actually, no, yeah, 1.7 seconds. Wait, is it more? No, I'm dumb. At least 1.3. Yeah, no, I'm stupid. Yeah, so we gotta find at least 1.3 seconds. Oh my. What am I doing? Holy moly. Oh my god. Wheel, can you like freaking cooperate? Turn off traction control. Thank you. What did I just say? Whatever. I just can't get the line to be able to go through there at full throttle. Let's try using third through here. Okay, you know what? Maybe you can use third through there. So perhaps I was doing it wrong. Maybe that's where I can find the time. Perhaps I can gain my time that I'm missing by using third through there. No. Okay. Oh wow, look at that. We already gained over a second just from that alone. Come on, turn. Still ahead, but not by that much. I think we're like dead even with the ghost. Or no, we weren't. That was definitely a lot faster. Alright, so now we gotta find 3 more tents. Keep it in third, keep it beat up. Ah, we were up by 3/10, but we lost it. Alright, let's try again. Alright, we're nearly there. Oh my gosh. I'm turning in, if you turn in just even a smidge too late. You gotta do that in full throttle. Like, you have to get the best time possible. You just gotta get the line right. There you go, that's how you do it. Oof. Ah, damn it. I thought I could hold it. I should have known. Alright, come on. Alright, we're good. A little wobbly, but we didn't hit the wall. Bad bounce. That's gonna cost me. Oh my freaking god. Pushed a little too hard, tried to carry a little too much speed. I just need a 130.7 at least, and we'll have it. Ah, that was terrible. What the hell was I doing there? That was horrible. There we go, that's better. Alright. Oh my god, I keep getting I gotta stop hitting that curb like that, because it keeps getting a bad bounce. Can't hit the curb with all four tires like that. Oof, that was very close. Jumping a little later. There we go. Ah, Jesus Christ. No. Don't chip down. I almost did. Oh, for frick's sake, that little bit of correction. Alright, come on. This should be it. All right, that'll do it. Okay. All right, 130.4. That is good enough. I'll take it. Goal time achieved. All right, now we'll head back to the Yaris on the other track, and we'll see if we can figure that one out. I think maybe I'll spend the next 30 minutes or so on this one, or however long I feel like. And when I either beat it or give up, then we'll move on to Daily Race C for the remainder of the stream. Alright. No, so if I can't get gold, I at least want to try to get silver at the most. What's the silver time? Okay, so the silver time is a 128.7. So if I can't get the gold, I at least want to try to get silver. So. Oh, wait, that. Oh, damn it. I accidentally exited. God damn it. Now what I want is like one garage. Okay, so either a 127 or a 126 for gold, and at least a 128.6 for silver at the bare minimum if I can't manage to get gold. Alright, so let's give this one another go. Excellent start. Like, that's the problem with some of these tracks. Like, when I drive in rally races, like, I try to get as far to the wall as I can and get the best entry into the corner, but sometimes I just push it a little too far and end up getting too close that I just barely nick the wall like that. Keep speed up. Nah, I took two hands off the wheel. Had an itchy nose. I invalidated the lap before I even crossed the line. I did get a bit of a bad line through this corner though. That was probably bad. Yeah, it's just weird because second feels too short to most of those corners. Oh my god. I'll spend some time on this to try to see if I can at least get close, but no, this is too tight. Oh my gosh. I suck on dirt tracks. That's not exactly my forte. I'm hoping I can just pull like some sort of god lap out of my ass for this. Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna hit the wall, but I didn't. But that still messed up the lap either way. Actually, I wonder. I don't know if you can. Now, can I view the replay of the fastest lap on the time trials? Let me see. Let me see if I can. Let me back out here. Let me see if I can view the replay of the fastest lap. I think I can. No. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, so we'll look at the fastest. We'll look at this guy's lap. Let's see what he does. Yeah, okay. I need to see how this is done because I'm struggling. Okay, put it in my desired view. Display all. Okay. Oh, what the heck? He's in fourth gear? What the heck? Okay. So interesting. It seems like he's in fourth gear through that last corner. Okay, so I guess you can keep it in fourth gear through most of these turns. Now, did he use any brake through that section at all? Let me see. He definitely let off, but nope. He didn't use the brake once. Okay. And I guess he uses fourth through this last sector. I guess so. Huh, okay. Alright, well, we'll see if we can possibly replicate that. So let's see. It's almost top of the hour, so I'll give myself another maybe 10-15 minutes to try and get this. Try and get at least silver at minimum. If I can't, then I'll go ahead and move on to... Nope. No, I don't want to do these. Not yet, at least. If I don't get it in like the next 10-15 minutes at least, then we'll go ahead and move on to some actual racing. Go ahead and switch up to fourth gear now, I guess. Staying fourth. Oh boy, I did that completely wrong, but it's alright. Still keeping it in fourth anyway. I completely messed that up. Oh my. Nice and tight. There we go. Alright, now we're staying fourth for the rest of the lap. Okay, so that's good enough for silver, but we still need a whole second to get gold. Let's see if we can get more than one lap done without hitting the wall or anything. Can't the speed. Alright, let's try to not hit the wall so we can do another consecutive lap in a row. Alright, again. Now, I don't think I'm slowing down in time for that turn. I think I need to slow down way sooner. I just feel like I'm not slowing down enough. Oh man, I am all over the place on this one. Well, I'm not ready to give up yet, though. Ah, damn it, hit the wall. Now I gotta drive a whole lap on an invalidated lap. Hmm. Yeah, it's that corner right there with that stupid jump that I can't get right. All right, no, hold up. I'm gonna watch the replay again for that corner specifically. All right, I'm gonna watch the replay again, and I'll have a couple more cracks at it. And if I can't get close, then I'll just call it there. Alright, let's load this guy's lap time up again. And we're only going to go to that one corner specifically. I need to see how he does it. Alright, here we go. We'll watch from here. watch it again. Okay, now, does he brake? Also, is the question. Does he brake? Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Okay, so I gotta keep it very tight coming out of the corner with the jumps before there to get the best line possible. All right, we'll try a couple more laps, and if we don't feel like we're gonna get close, then we'll stop there. All right, I'm giving myself only 2 more laps. Very tight, very tight, very tight. That was still bad, but I think that was the best I've done it so far. All right, final attempt. Ah, okay. You know what? All right, I give up. I got the silver time. You know what? Yeah, screw it. I give up. I got silver at least, so I'm happy. Whatever. That one is very tough. Okay. Now for the remainder of the stream, we shall turn our attention to Daily Race A right here. Let's see. We just gotta wait 2 minutes before the entry period opens up. So I'll give myself some laps to. Let me. Actually, you know what? Forget it. I'll just keep putting them on every time. Yeah, I was practicing before stream, and I made the mistake of leaving the medium tires on, not putting the soft tires on. Yeah, so for this race, we have to use the medium and soft tire throughout the race. In which, for every race, I plan to start on the mediums and end on the softs, because that's just the best way to go. Usually, you want to start on the slower tire, get them out of the way, and then pit for the faster tire to have for the rest of the race. So this will be us right here for the remainder of the stream, just non-stop Daily Race C. We're going for our normal stream length, so. Still be ending around 8 p.m. my time, EST. Oop, oop, oop. Alright, the entry period should definitely be open now, so we'll back out here and we'll do the rest of our practice in there. Alright, we got 13 minutes before our first proper race of the stream. Yeah, I think I'm doing that corner right, but then I don't. But see, like, I'm a little bit hesitant to turn in so early for that corner because it's so easy to get a penalty on that turn. Alright, just exploring the limits. Yeah, that was not a very great run through that last corner. Still quite a ways off my PB that I ran earlier before stream. You know, I just realized something that I can do now that I'm using this camera view. Hold on. I'm going to make a slight adjustment really quick. Hold up. You can't see me, but I'm still here. Just update that. Put that there. There we go. I can use the square cutout now rather than the circle cutout, and my grip meter still won't be blocked. So now you can actually see a little bit more. Actually, in that case, let me adjust the camera down a little bit so you're not seeing too far above my head. All right, look at that. There we go. Now you can actually see my wheel a little bit more. There we go. Now you can actually see what I'm doing with my wheel a little bit more. Careful on that steering load. Still so far off my PB. Jeez. Well, we're not going to have time for another lap, so I can't get close to my PB now, but I mean, I got a faster time set earlier, but if I can't run somewhat close to that during the race, then that might be a problem, because that means I might be a bit more off the pace than what my qualifying time says. But we'll see where it puts us on the grid, and we'll see if we can possibly improve our consistency throughout these other races. I mean, it seems like I'm somewhat consistent, but I want to try to run more consistently, like closer to my personal best. And so far, we're not doing that. But who knows? Like, obviously, there will be misfortunes, and you know, anything can happen in the race, so. So we'll just have to wait and see how it turns out. Alright, let's see where we're starting. Okay, that's actually better than I thought. Alright. There, so we're starting 8th. Let's see. See what we got down at the bottom. Okay, looks like we got quite a few people starting at the bottom with no time set. Alright. Have to keep an eye out for those guys. Oh, let me, before I forget. Oh, we're already in the, okay, nope, we're already on the medium tires. Okay, okay, good. You know, I almost locked the medium to soft tires on this in the garage earlier, and now I'm happy that I didn't, because now, I mean, I'll still check it just to be sure, but now, since the medium tires are already locked onto the car, like, they'll already be set for me. But I'll still check it, just to be sure. But yeah, we are on the medium tires, which is what I want to start on, so good. Alright, first actual race of this stream. We'll put that on 3. Actually, no, we'll put it back to 2. That's what I got my PB on when I was doing this earlier. Alright. Let's see how we get along here. I'm hoping we can have some really good races like we did at Red Bull Ring last week. Man, I tell you, those races at Red Bull Ring last week, those are some really, really good races. I hope that combination comes around again soon, because that one provided some really good racing. And I had some of the best runs I've ever had, like ever. I remember we're not on soft tires, so we can't just send it quite as hard through here. So I know I saw a video on this race, like from another YouTuber, but I didn't really pay much attention to what lap they actually pitted on to switch to the soft tire, because it was such a good race they were having. I was so focused on the battle that I wasn't even paying attention to the laps. So I'm not exactly sure what lap to pit on to run the soft tires for the remainder of the race without them giving out. But I guess I'll sort of judge it on when other people pit. And thanks for that. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. Thank you very much, sir. Fucking idiot. Jeez, now I got all kind of damage on my right side and rear bumper damage. Not very ideal there, bud. Well, hopefully it'll go away before the end of the straightaway here. Alright, yeah, it's starting to... There we go. It's starting to fix itself. Alright, good. Well, we lost a couple places because of that, but still got a long way to go. Just try to settle into the race and just try to run some decent laps. Alright, nobody behind me for a bit, so don't have to worry about getting attacked from behind for a bit. I presume these two in front of me are on medium tires like I am. Alright, let's see if we can stay on the back foot of this Mercedes here. That Mercedes appears to be struggling a little bit. Looks like we got some company behind now. They managed to catch us up. Oh wow, that was instant. Again, didn't even have to think for that one. I imagine we're definitely going to lose some places after serving our penalty here. Let's just not do that again. Took that a little too narrow. Let's see if we can reel the gap back in to these two. At least get back into the slipstream range. If these guys in front of me are on medium tires, which I presume they are, then I think I'll go into the pits when they do. Which I imagine it's going to be on either this next lap or lap 7. But when they go, I go. Nearly 3 wide up here, Jesus. Whew, just about managed to anticipate that. Let's see, are they coming in now or are they staying on their lap? Oh, you know what, this guy's gonna. You know what, I'm gonna follow this Porsche. Here we go. I'm gonna follow Rez. Alright. And he was on the medium tires as well. Okay. Alright. Off the slow tire and on to the fast tire. Alright, we'll see where we come out in relation to that other BMW and the Beetle that we were just with before. After they pit. Try to stick with Rez if I can. Well, this isn't helping. Alright, leaders are coming in, and they were all on mediums as well. Yep, the Beetle's in, and I imagine the other BMW is in as well. There's the Beetle. I wonder if the bit. Oh no, I just passed the BMW. Okay, he was in the pits. Okay. Let's not make a hash of this time. Just stay in the slip range, and then I can get reeled back into the tunnel here. Little tap on the wall, but it was just a little up tap. Didn't lose much time at all. I knew it. I knew it. Oh my gosh. That was a very stupid mistake. Oh my god. That was so dumb. I should have known I wasn't going to make that. Yeah, well, at least we're not last in this one. Yeah, that was a very, very dumb mistake on my part that I could have easily avoided. Like, I knew I had a bad line in going into the turn, going into the tunnel, but I still kept in the throttle anyway, thinking I can make it. But nope, I most certainly did not make the corner, and I should have known that. I should have let off, but I got a little too greedy on trying to keep up with those guys, and I thought I could make it work. Oh well, lost a little bit of driver rating, but at least our safety rating didn't get affected, so that's all right. All right, let me go ahead and pop on the soft tires for the time trial, and the medium tires should get automatically put back on before the race starts, but I will still check just to make sure. All right, let's see if I can get a little bit closer to my PB more consistently now. I've only got probably a couple laps, but I should have braked a little more. Yeah, that's a little bit closer. That's a little better. We're within half a second now. Ah. Damn, we could have had a new PB there as well. Just overdrove that last corner a little too much. Damn. Well, at least I got closer to my PB that time, so. And now I know that if I can put the lap together, I can go fast. I think I can go a little bit faster. Not going to happen in this time trial because we're not going to have enough time now, but we can try to get in the next one. I imagine we'll be roughly in the same spot on the grid. Yeah, we're somewhere in the roughly in the same spot, but we're actually starting a couple more positions down this time. Might be because there's more people that are actually starting at the top from qualifying. Yeah, there were 4 people at the bottom that didn't qualify last time. Now there's only 2, so yeah. So those two people that did qualify are both quicker than me because I'm starting 2 positions back from where I started last time. Let's just double check. Mediums should be on. Oh, nope, they are not. Okay, yep. See, good thing I checked. Okay, so never mind. Forget what I said before. Having them locked on already from the garage doesn't put them on here. I guess somehow it just put them on automatically last time. But yep, good thing I checked. And didn't just assume that it was going to work every time. Because it didn't. And I would have been on the wrong tire, and I would have been pissed. Okay. Let's see how we do in race 1. So now I know that I'll pit on lap 6 and then run softs for the remainder of the race. Oh, somebody's dead already. Ooh, just about left him in space. Oof. If I kept him in the throttle, he definitely would have went the wall on my accord. And I did not want that. Okay. Jeez. Really? Don't know what I did to deserve that, but okay. Yeah, I was slow to the turn, but that doesn't mean you can just ram me out the way like I don't exist. Oh shit. Alright, well, we got a little bit of work to do now. Try to get back to where we were at least. Alright, let's just keep putting down them laps, and hopefully those guys up there slow each other down. And then I can at least fight for my 10th place back that I started in. Oh, rip. that was a terrible line. I was gonna pit on lap 6, but you know what? Let's take a bit of a gamble. Let's pit a lap early. And let's see. Oh, hold up. Ooh, those guys in front of me were on soft tires. Oh no, never mind. That was the guy. That was. Okay, those guys were definitely on soft tires before, so they're going on to mediums. I know I saw somebody in front of me going. Alright. Let's see if this little gamble here pays off. Now, these guys in front of me are on medium tires, and now I'm on the soft tire. So now I really should be able to catch them up. I think this guy in front of me is the one that shoved me through the corner coming into the tunnel earlier. Yep, that is him. I think he's one of the ones on mediums now, so I should be able to get by him with ease. We're in front, so now we should be able to drive away on our superior tires. Alright, we're actually now 2 places up from where I started. And we have a chance for more. I didn't actually pay attention to see what tires Rez is on. I think Rez might be on the mediums. I closed in so much on the brakes there. Yeah, the Porsche is a bit more stable through some of these corners compared to the BMW, so no surprise he was able to get a better exit there. Alright, so as far as I know, these guys behind me are on the slower tire. So if that's the case, let's try to take advantage of that and pull away on these last couple laps and solidify this 7th place. still in switching range behind. I'm very fast. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. Yeah, they're in slip range, but they shouldn't be able to attack. Alright, well, last lap. Let's bring home this 7th place. You're trying to reach the 150s with the Supra, but it seems almost unreachable. Yeah. Yeah, so some cars just aren't as good as others on some tracks. If you want to have the best shot, use the BMW M6, which is what I'm using, because that's the meta car for this race. Alright, 2 corners to go. Alright. Done deal. We're going to bring home 7th, gain 3 places in this one. Hell yeah. Yeah, much better compared to our first run. That was much better. And yeah, I pitted a lap earlier than I planned on, but hey, in the end, it paid off. Let's see, judging by time-wise, I'm hoping I can get at least 3 more races in to make 5 races. Good race. How long did it take me to reach A? Well, there was a point where I think, like, I was, like, years ago, like, when I first got this game, like, I was already an A driver from playing GT Sport, but I guess then some stuff happened to where I got demoted to a B for a while, and this was all before I started streaming, of course. And then I stopped playing Gran Turismo for a while, and then I started streaming on YouTube, so I got myself back into it, and then it really didn't take me too long to get back to an A driver. So I've been an A driver for probably at least a few years at least. And before, like, I had a little series going called Road to A+, where I was trying to really hard to get to A+, but eventually I just gave up on it. I mean, I still want to hit A+, but I'm not, like, trying, like, super hard to hit it. Like, if I hit it, great. If I don't, then, you know, oh well, right? So. Okay, let's see if we can improve our time a little bit here. I proved it in the last session that I'm capable, so let's see if we can do it. I guess I meant to say, was I close to A+? Actually, yes, I was. There was a point where I got so close to A+, where I was actually in a lobby with all A+ drivers, and I was like the only A driver in there. But then, like, a lot of bad races happened, like, after that, and I had a dramatic freaking downfall. And ever since then, I just couldn't get as close as I did before, like, ever again since then. And now, like, my average point right now is like a mid A right now. That's my average spot right now for my driver rating. And recently, I've had an up and down roller coaster of freaking safety rating, where I've gotten into so many bad incidents where, like, my safety rating would drop so much. Like, my safety rating went as low as a B, like, about a month and a half ago. But thankfully, I was able to get it back up. And so far, this is my second consecutive string with my safety rating being at max S. And I'm hoping it stays that way for a while now. Yep, but race of last week was especially bad for your safety rating. Yeah, I had some really good races last week. I really enjoyed last week's car and track combo. I had some fantastic runs, probably some of my best runs ever on here. But I guess it sounds like for you it didn't go so hot, which, sorry to hear that. But, you know, we all have our bad races every now and then. It happens to even the best drivers in the world. So you just gotta forget about it and just learn from your mistakes and move on. And also just avoid other people's nonsense, which I guess sometimes is easier said than done. Alright, we got just enough time to run this next lap out. Maybe, unless it starts the race before I finish it, which I'm sure it most likely will. No. Yeah, wheel to wheel can still be very punishing. Yeah, at times it can be. Well, I made a hash out of this qualifying session. That's alright. I still got a decent starting time, so. Yeah, see, even if I wanted to finish this lap, I would have been just short anyway. But oh well. It's alright. Yeah, looks like we're starting even further down. Oh no, we're still starting 10th. Okay, never mind. And we got 2 people starting at the bottom with no qualifying times once again. So we got the same people at the top from last time. And we're already on the medium tires. Good. That's what I want to be on. So yeah, unless I end up at the back because of some really bad incidences, I'll still plan to pit on lap 6 like I wanted to last time, but I pitted a lap earlier because I was already down, so figured might as well take a gamble. But if we're having a good run and we're around where we started, then I'll stick to my plan of pitting on lap 6. Oof. Down 2, turn that off. Okay. Alright, Lego. Yeah, got a little too close to the wall. Beetle got a better run. But I got the slipstream and he doesn't. Somebody with a penalty up there. Probably a track cut, most likely. Ooh, that Beetle almost hit me. Oof. Oh, didn't get any damage from that, thankfully. This guy's in front of starting to get away from me a little bit. Try to get a good run out of here. There we go. Looks like they're all starting to bump and bang each other up there. So that'll slow them down, which will help me. Ah, the freaking Lexus hit the damn wall. That completely killed my momentum. Oh, damn. Alexa's got another penalty. Oh, the guy in front has a penalty too. Well, that's not what I wanted. Alright, that in-lap could have been a little better, but it's alright. We'll see if we can make some time back during the pit cycle here. This Beetle did seem to be a little bit more consistent than I was when he was behind me, and we're on the same tire. So we'll see if he pulls away from me or if I can really get back in. Ooh, that guy behind is not having a good time. Come on, give me that slipstream. Come on. There's the rest of the group that we were a part of. I'm going, Jacob. I'm going as fast as I can, brother. Go faster? Well, easier said than done, brother. That is definitely easier said than done. Oh, what the? Whoa, hold up. Where'd you? Damn, I didn't even realize Alexis was that close. Holy crap, where did he come from? Damn, that caught me off guard a little bit. Put defense in case the Beetle tries anything. Alright, 2 more laps. There's a whole minute delay. Really? It's that big of a delay? Jesus. But try reloading the stream, or maybe check to see if you're not like, because sometimes like if it buffers, like it doesn't like catch up to where it's live. So check the little bar where it shows the time and see if you're like actually fully caught up. Either that, or like I said, just reload the stream, see if that fixes the delay. Nope. Alright, well, let's see if we can get that 9th place back, but if not, that's alright. Fixed it? Yep. See? But if we finish in 10th, I won't be upset because this is where I started. I was about to say, if the delay is that big, then surely, like, you gotta, like, reload the stream or check to make sure you're actually, like, fully live, because there's no way a delay should be that freaking big. It was buffering earlier. Yeah, I figured. Oh, well, you tried, but not quite enough. Alright, we finished where we started, so I'll take it. After all that. Alright, so it's almost top of the next hour, so we got one more hour of the stream to go. So yeah, we definitely got time for at least 2 more races. So yep, that'll make 5 races, which is around the amount of races I wanted to do for this stream after doing the time trials earlier. So we got 2 more cracks in it, so we'll see how we do in those. Lost a little bit of driver rating again, but that's okay. Safety rating is still unaffected. Alright, let's actually try and see if we can improve our quality time here. Oh, hold up. I'm on the wrong tire. There we go. Put those softs on. Alright. Alright, now we're on the right tire. Don't want to qualify on mediums. We want to qualify on the soft tire. Let me know when you're ready. I'm gonna go eat. All right. Yep. I'll text you, brother. I'll be done in about another hour here. So, yep. And then I'm gonna get some dinner myself. I mean, yeah, we can try the forest if you want to. I'm down for either or. Now, I'm gonna start downloading the forest once I'm done streaming here. So, yeah, we can play either or. Doesn't matter to me. You know, I think I'm realizing something. I think because I was so slow in the previous qualifying session, I'm pretty sure I was on mediums, like in that session, and I didn't realize. Oh, hey, there we go. We improved, and that wasn't even that good of a lap. I just had to hit the damn wall there. You know, if I restart now, I'll have enough time to start this lap over. Because that lap that I just did where I got that 50.7, that wasn't that good of a lap, so I know I can go quicker. no, I'm not gonna have enough time actually. Fucking. Well, I better hope the game delays and actually registers my time if I do get it. Nah, I'm not gonna get it. That was terrible. Yeah, no, this lap's scuffed. Well, at least we improved a little bit at least, but that didn't even feel like that could have elapsed. So I feel like I can do just a little bit better, like maybe another 10th or two, possibly. All right, now let's just double check. Yep, get myself on the mediums before I start rambling on and forget. Let's see who's starting at the back this time. That's not qualified. Now we got a few people this time. That doesn't look like the same few from the last race. These are completely different people now. Hi, how's it going? It's going good, Max. How about you, brother? Alright, we had a decent run last time. Could have been better, but at the same time, it could have been worse. We finished where we started at least, but let's see if we can actually get a good result out of this starting position. This is my best starting position so far. So let's see what we can make out of it. Yeah. Oh. Wow, that Corvette was coming up on me fast. Jeez, you got a really good launch. Whoa, oh boy, whoa, Jesus, wow. Yeah, oh damn, he got a 5-second penalty. Jesus. What driver rating am I? Right now, I'm about a mid A. I'm a mid A right now, just about. Yeah, that's like my average right there, which is a mid A for my rating. Am I using a Logitech? Yep. I'm currently wielding the Logitech G29. Good old classic. All right, Max. Thank you for stopping by. Take it easy, man. And hello again, Jacob. Oh, you never left? Oh. When you said you went to eat, I thought you were. I thought you. Okay, well, I guess welcome back, I'll say. Making noodles? Nice. Got some ramen. Let's see, can I get at least one of these guys for the first corner? Yes, we can. All right. Oh, he's still there. I didn't hit him. He hit the wall. He hit the wall himself. I left him room. I'm sorry, did you say angel hair noodles? What the heck? Oh, we're three wide. They're three wide. Damn it, me and this other guy both backed off early. Whoa there, bud. Hang on to her. Just burn my hand? Dumbass. Well, there's a simple solution to that. Just don't burn your hand. Well, no shit. Ooh, that was a... Oh. Oh, that was a hit and a half. Damn. I imagine he's going to get a big penalty for that one. Oh, it was him. Damn. That's the second guy I've seen get a 5-second penalty, I think, in this race alone. Well, rest in peace to you, sir. Alright. It's time for our in-lap. Ooh, hang on to her. What was my start? Like my starting position? If you mean my starting position, I started 7th. Can we clear him? Can we clear him? He's still there. Give him the room. All right, let's get them softs on. Alright, let's go. Oh, he got a 3-second penalty for cutting the pit line. Rip. He dove into the pits just a little bit too late, and it costed him. Rip. Oh, and that just adds insult to injury right there. So if that was an actual third place I was in before, then this guy, then the guy in front hasn't pitted yet, which means I should gain time on him because he should still be on the medium tires, and I'm on the softs now. So I might be able to undercut him here. Why he do that? I don't know, because he's an idiot and doesn't know how to drive. And there's still guys in front that need to pit, so we'll see where we come out when everybody else pits. I think I might be fighting for the win here. Alright, mostly everybody in front now is in. Still one more person that has to pit in front. Let's see where I come out in relation to the Argentina driver. That's what I'm looking out for. There he is. And we're gonna come out in front. And I presume he's on the soft tires now too. He should be. And I think the guy in front of me is the one who started on pole, and he's very fast, so this might not be for the win, but it'll at least be for second. We're just out. We're almost out of the slipstream, but I think he's just within it now, the guy behind. But he's only just barely hanging on, so he is gaining, but not by very much at the moment. Oh, side by side through here is not a good. Oh, okay. I mean, to be fair, going side by side through there is not easy. I mean, if that was me, I definitely would have backed off there. How many laps? This is the last lap. It says at the top left up there. We're on the last lap now. Yeah, you knew that? Yeah, huh? Sure you did. That's why you asked. You're making sure I knew? Of course I knew. I know. Of course I know what lap I'm on. All right. Well, started 7th and finished 2nd. I'll take that. I feel a little bit sorry for that guy in the BMW that I was with before, but like I said, man, going side by side, especially through these corners, like it's not easy. Like I said, if that was me, I wouldn't have even tried that. I would have just stayed behind and waited to possibly overtake on the back straightaway or something in the tunnel. I would have never tried to go alongside anybody through those corners. All right, well, this next race shall be our last. All right. Alright, let's see if we can go a little bit faster now. After I scuffed it up in the previous session. Should have kept in it. I scuffed up the last couple turns, but we'll see what we get here. Alright, slightly quicker, but I know we can definitely do better. That wasn't as good as the previous lap. Oh man, that was horrible compared to the previous lap. Damn. You know what? Not gonna waste time. Let's just restart the lap now. Well, I still got plenty of time. Well, god damn it. I know I can get at least a 150.6, but, well, guess it's not happening this time. Oh well. We tried. Alright. Well, sadly, I couldn't improve my time any more than I did there, but it's alright. Alright, we're starting 6th now. This is now our new highest position that we started in. This is the BMW I was fighting with in the last race that I accidentally sent off the track because we went side by side through the high speed turns. Well, hopefully he doesn't punt me off because of that. Well, I mean, he is Brazilian, and Brazilian drivers tend to be the most. Oh, yeah, they're the most dirtiest drivers in this game. So honestly, I'm really hoping he doesn't, but at the same time, I won't be surprised if he does. Yeah, Brazilians are definitely some of the most dirtiest drivers in this game. Or at least in this region. Anyway, we'll see what happens here. There goes somebody willingly going to the back. Okay, I feel like if he was going to do it, he would have done it there, but he didn't, so. Yeah, fucking hell. Alright, we lost the place, but it's alright. Still got plenty of time in this one. Oh shit, I think I just cut that too much. I think I'm about to get a half-second penalty on my head. Nope, nope, okay. We got away with it this time. Let's just make sure we don't do that again. Hang on to her. Oh, whoops. Don't kill him now. I'm trying not to. Trust me, I'm trying not to. If I do end up killing somebody, it is not intentional. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and pass him now because he's got a penalty. Alright, well, that was at lap 5. Alright, so we got one more lap before we make our pit stop. Yeah, the two at the front are just checked out. They're probably on soft tires, most likely, in that case. Whereas most of us back here are on mediums. Oh, looks like somebody's taking a gamble and pitting early. Oh, that was a very bad line. Okay. See if we can gain some time on the guys in front of us from doing the undercut. We should gain a little bit. Alright, let's put the pedal down and we'll see where we end up after everybody else pits. Alright, there goes mostly pretty much everybody else in front of me. Alright, let's see where I end up in relation to the ones that were in front of me before. Okay, so it looks like I didn't gain really that much time on them at all. I mean, I gained some, but not a whole lot. Well, I mean, it put me in slipstream range at least. Alright, we might have a chance at third here. Alright, we got 3 laps to possibly make something happen. Lost a little bit of time because of that, but that's alright, we're still in the slip. Oh, they all killed each other. Woo! Oh, or at least one of them did. All right, get back here, GTR. I know you got one of the worst straight line speeds of all these other cars. All right, one more. Ah, shit, I'm under threat from behind. Didn't get a good drive out of the corner. Need to clear him so I can get to the other side and defend. Oh, you tried, buddy. You tried. Alright, well, couldn't quite get second, but at least we were able to hold on to third. I'll take it. Let's go. That was a very solid run to finish off the stream. Hell yeah. But yeah, the fact that I was able to do more daily races now, like, I'm gonna try this format for at least this next month or so. Like, starting out with the time trials, like, within the first hour or so, and then just do nothing but daily race C, because I like doing A and B as well, but I really like doing the longer races more, because, you know, there's just more action and more things can happen because it's a longer race. All right, good deal. Alrighty, well, that's gonna go ahead and do it for this stream. I should be streaming this time next week as long as everything goes to plan. So I shall see y'all then, and Jacob, I shall see you in a little bit, brother. But I'm gonna go ahead and close it out there. So thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I shall catch y'all on the next one. See y'all later.